Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today. Then the word of the Lord came to Elijah, saying, Arise, go to Zarephath, which belongs to Sidon, and dwell there. See, I have commanded a widow there to provide for you. So he arose and went to Zarephath. And when he came to the gate of the city, indeed, a widow was there gathering sticks. And he called to her and said, Please bring me a little water in a cup, that I may drink. And as she was going to get it, he called to her and said, Please bring me a morsel of bread in your hand. So she said, As the Lord your God lives, I do not have bread, only a handful of flour in a bin, and a little oil in a jar. And see, I'm gathering a couple of sticks, that I may go in and prepare it for myself and my son, that we may eat it and die. And Elijah said to her, Do not fear, go and do as you have said, but make me a small cake from it first, and bring it to me, and afterward make some for yourself and your son. For thus says the Lord God of Israel, The bin of flour shall not be used up, nor shall the jar of oil run dry, until the day the Lord sends rain on the earth. So she went away and did according to the word of Elijah, and she and he and her household ate for many days. The bin of flour was not used up, nor did the jar of oil run dry, according to the word of the Lord which he spoke by Elijah. 1 Kings chapter 17, verses 8 through 16. Imagine Elijah, a prophet of God, telling a widow who is about to eat her last meal with her only son to give him a portion of that meal. That seems like a cruel and unusually selfish thing to do. Elijah has a need for provision, and God tells him to go to the most desperate person in the land to get that provision. Yes, God leads Elijah to a poor widow who is on her last meal of flour. But does God choose to lead Elijah from one desperate situation into another? He wishes to perform yet another miracle and show his faithfulness to those who need it most. I wonder how we today might have responded to such a scenario. Would we have questioned such logic in the face of a life-threatening situation? The woman demonstrates her faith in God and Elijah by actually giving him her last meal. This act of faith ensures that her provision will be there day after day. God multiplies her flour and her jug of oil. Provision follows obedience. God often multiplies what we already have in our hand in amazing and powerful ways when we learn to yield it to Him in faith. God takes her only resource, just like He took the loaves and fishes, and multiplies it for those who are in need. God places skills and resources in our hands today. We need to apply faith to that which He places in our hands in order to see His provision manifested through them. What can and will God accomplish through you today? This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
Oh Lord, you search me. You know my way. Even when I fail you, I know you love me. Your holy presence surrounding me in every season. I know you love me. I know you love me. At the cross I bow my knee, where your blood was shed for me. There's no greater love.